What is happening, everybody? What is happening? Welcome back. Guess who's back? It's the old cliche. Um, I said I'd get stuck back. It's late here, but I wanted to get back doing the video. So I said if I didn't do it late, I wasn't going to do it. And I want to get back into flow of things from the run up to Galway with some nice previews coming for Galway. So hopefully everybody that used to tune in is going to tune in, and anyone that's not, welcome to the previews and reviews. But this is just a preview for the July Cup. A super exciting meeting to look forward to. And get our taste buds dipping our toes back in the water. So, welcome along to Racing Previews with me, Mark Fanning, and I'm going to kick off with what is going to be an absolute exceptional day's racing in Newmarket, course on the July course, and our feature race is the July Cup. I am going to run through all the races leading up to the July Cup. I have some nice each way selections, some nice win selections, and hopefully get one or two on the board, put a few together and look at 15, and that's what it's all about. And I'm going to kick on with the first race on the card. It's the opening contest, 7 furlongs maiden. Of course, 2-year-olds, 10 declared here. A tricky enough contest here. I would like to see a few of these in the paddock and stuff. Obviously, you're not going to be there, but just on the TV or see what's going on. The positives, of course, money in the morning and stuff like that. Couple of ones that have a few runs are the William Knight trained Bintabua and Ollie Sangster's Flight. They both finished runner-up on their debuts. But I'm going to have a look on the day of Concert Party for Richard Hannon, a trainer that knows how to win this race, has done so in the past. Horses are flying this year. Sean Levy riding like a demon possessed this year. Savage jockey is Shawnee. Know him personally from back in the day, he's doing exceptionally well. Great to see over in the UK. So I would like Concert Party each way at a price. Obviously, I'm going to wait and see what he's like, or she's like on the day, should I say, especially because this is for fillies. Very short one. A Night of Thunder filly. Desert Flower for Charlie Appleby. Look, the signs must be positive there. 7-4 favourite in the blue Godolphin colours. William Buick combining, but I would like to take a chance with Concert Party. If the signs are positive on the day, and we get a look at her and see what she's like, just to kick off a small each way selection in the first race. Then we're going to go to race 2. This is a 7 furlong 3-year-old fillies handicap. 11 runners declared here. There's 2 that quite interest me here. Both have ran and won over the July course, which is key around here. People don't seem to realise that there's 2 completely different courses here in Newmarket. You've got the round course and the July course. Miss Bodacious for Carl Burke. Clifford Lee combining here in the Sheikh Mohammed Obeid colours. Very impressive winner on the course and distance here the last day. Over the course, stepping up to 7. Looked like it was going to need to step up. Won very impressively going away in the hands of Sylvester de Souza there back at the end of June. I think she's going to take all the beating. Bodacious at 4-1. I think she's a nice price, and I would definitely side with her. But one that's going to catch my eye each way is Hard to Resist in the famous, that is now His Majesty's the King colours. A Daughter Dubowie, Ryan Moore combining here for William Haggis. When them 2 combine, they mean business. She was a nice winner of a novice stakes over the course and distance back in August last year, and then has run credibly in some nice races. Was placed in a Group 3 in Goodwood, and wasn't beaten that far in France either. Beaten 4 1/4 lengths in a Group 2 it was. Came back to the Sandringham then at one of the big major handicaps at Royal Ascot, and I just thought was done a lot. I would put a line through that. I think here 10-1 could definitely be an each way play for us. But I'm going to go for Miss Bodacious for the win, and Hard to Resist, just a small little each way play there in the second. Then we're going to kick on to the 250. And it is the mile handicap again for 3-year-old. 16 runners declared here. And I like a very, very interesting combination here. William Haggis again, but this time the whiz kid that is Billy Lucknan teaming up. Darkram I really like this horse in this handicap. I think at a price, and you've got all the major attributes to deal with here: the trainer, shrewd trainer, the jockey, the up and coming jockey that is Billy Lucknan. Um, was well beaten in a novice contest in Newmarket, but then bounced back and won a 9 runner novice race at the back end of last year. Was third in Windsor the last day, but has since is going to wear, I think it's going to wear the tongue strap and has had a wind up. I think at 9 or 10 to 1, you're going to get, I think you're going to get 4 places in the race. I think Darkham, he's definitely going to be thrown into my each way look 15 for William Haggis and Billy Ducknan. Then we're going to kick on to the 325, and this is the Superlative Stakes, a Group 2 over 7. This is a very interesting race. It was a bit of a head scratcher for me, but I'm going to take a chance here with a one I'm sweet on each way, and that is Columnist for Richard Fahey. I actually liked this lad's debut performance around Chester, and I fancied him to run well in Royal Ascot, and it was an absolute exceptional performance. I thought today. I actually thought it was going to come there and win. Was only beaten a nose and a head by Brian Means Rashabar, who I was lucky enough to. I was in Royal Ascot on the day, and I actually backed the winner, but just pure pot luck. Liked him going to start, and like Brian Means horses, but that's another story. Columnist, yeah, be sweet in this lad, especially at a price each way. I think he's a bet to nothing each way. You're getting 11 to 2, 6 to 1 now. And Boyle Sports have that money back special running through all the races, that if your horse finishes second to the SP5, you get your money back as a free bet. I think Ancient Truth is a worthy favourite, but a very short favourite. 13th day for me is just way too short. So I'd like to take an each way play here on Columnist at 6 to 1. Richard Fahey and of course James Doyle combining in the Wattham racing colours, who have been a formidable force in the last number of months and took Royal Ascot by storm. So I think Columnist could get him a Group 2 Superlative Stakes winner here on Newmarket and what is July Cup Day. Then we're going to go to the penultimate race before the feature race, and that is the Banbury Cup, or the Bunbury Cup. It would help if I pronounce the race right, as it is one of those heritage handicaps that we all know the name of, that are if you're into racing or folly racing, some of these handicaps throughout the year, you really get entwined with them down through the years. And this is one of those races where I lick my chops at trying to find a winner, really. 7 furlong contest, 20 runners declared. So I'm going to take a chance here with one that likes the course and distance, has some very nice form over the course and distance. I think it's ran 4 or 5 times there, twice a winner and a runner up. And that is, if I can find it, I'm able to tell you all about his form without even telling you the name of her. Carburke, Clifford Lee combining. Yeah, I just think at 14 to 1. Anytime this horse has hit 61, has been clipped back in. There's obviously a few quid knocking about for it, and I just think you're getting 5 plays with Boyle Sports. Levi for me is definitely going to be one for the each way play, and maybe fire him into that each way lucky 15. Then we're going to go to the feature race on the card. That is the July Cup. This is an absolute fantastic race. One of the stalwart races of the year, and a race I really, really enjoy watching. It's a sprint over 6 furlongs. 12 runners declared here. And going back through the history of this, some fantastic horses have won it. Of course, Harry Angel, Lamatos, and Slade Power, who of course we'd have to remember Eddie Lynham trained a Maestro with sprint horses. And the colours, of course, we lost David Power during the week. One of the leading Irish racing bookmakers, one of the co-founders of Paddy Powers, and it would be just it's a race we're definitely going to remember. Slade Power winning for those reasons. The race tends to fancy, I think, 3 to 4 year olds. I think you have to be in your comfort zone there at 3 or 4, and I think it's definitely going to set it up there. So for me, I'm sweet on Inisherin here at 11 to 4. Just has all the attributes here. Was 6th in the Guineas, but was only beaten less than 5 lengths. Then went to Haydock and won over 6 and soft to heavy. But then his performance the last day in the the Commonwealth Cup in Royal Ascot, a Group 1 over 6, absolutely blew him out of the park. Blew 14 of his rivals away by 2 1/4 lengths. And I just think that this lad, yeah, he's got everything going for him. He's just in the form of his life. Shamardale, I really love Shamardale's. Kevin Ryan, Tommy Eves, they know how to combine with a sprinter. 3-year-old getting the weight. And I just think he's going to take all the beating here. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't win. The other one vying for favouritism is Van Dijk. Of course, last year was absolutely scintillating for Simon Christopher, whose horse have turned the page, had a double today at the Newmarket July meeting. James Doyle, superb rider. As I said throughout these previews, I'd have James Doyle any day of the week. But I just think Inisherin for me and Sheikh Mohammed Obey's colours, I think this lad is going to take all the whack in there. But because I love my each way plays, I'm going to go for one at a massive price, around 66-1. I actually backed this horse at 100-1 in Royal Ascot and was only ran out of places. They were playing 4 places and he just finished 5th. And that was Van Dream for Charlie Fellows. Kieran Schumer combining here, a Group 3 winner in the past. I just think might run into a place if some of them burn each other out in that. I think this lad could be there to pick up some of the place money, and you never know. The race has been won by a massive price down through the years. I can't see him winning the race, but I can see him running well at a price. Kieran Schumacher has come in for a bit of scrutiny since taking the John and Teddy Gosling job. I just think he's a superb rider, and given time, he'll showcase that on the big stage. I think he could outrun his odds. But for me, Inisherin's going to take all the beating here, and Van Dream at a massive price each way. I'm just going to conclude there. I'm not going to bother previewing the final race on the card. I just think it's a superb day's racing, and I had to come back on. There's been a few weekends where I should have come back on, but hadn't come back on, and it's just time. And then I just want to jump back on. The video is a bit raw, but as I said, guys, hit the like, hit the share button. I'm going to come back every weekend, and we're going to get previewing. I see some of the comments there now. Great to see you back doing the videos, Mark. Yeah, look, it's just getting time and getting back in the flow of things. And as I said, this video is going out very late. I just said I'm going to hop on there. Half my notes, I've forgotten them, and I've jittered over a lot of them. But we're going to get better as the weeks go on. We're going to aim to be back regularly now every weekend, and of course aim for Galway, which we were lucky enough to tip a 40-1 winner last year. So hopefully we can get back to it. Hopefully we get some nice selections over the board tomorrow. What is going to be a superb day's racing. Again, guys, really like the video if you can and share it out. I appreciate all the likes and support. I shall talk to you again very, very soon. Cheers, guys.